Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are here for episode number 36 of our local to global Lariat League wrestling series. And we are here, the final show of 2025 LLW presents Clock Strikes 12. Now, this was originally meant to be on the Sunday. However, on the Sunday is a Dragon Gate show, which means that New Blood, Rina Yamashita, someone else were all, over there doing all that stuff. I think there was also a DDT show as well, which meant that Steph De Lander wasn't available and some other people. But we've had to move it. Wednesday is the latest we could do where no one was impacted, because obviously Steph De Lander is also signed by Impact, which I think are on Thursdays, and there was someone else for a Friday. Yeah. So Wednesday it's happening, but let's just assume it's the Sunday. And for some reason, we're hosting in Wimbledon's Centre Court today. I don't think a wrestling show has ever been in Wimbledon Centre Court, but here we are in front of just under 14,000 people, which is pretty amazing. I think London's calling was 9,000, I think, something like that. So yeah. Big jump for what's hopefully going to be one of our biggest shows. There are no pre-show matches, so sorry, Bobby Guns, you're just going to have to sit out of this one. Also, you peeped the little tiny LLW logo here. Love that. Either way, William Regal opens the pre-show just with a welcome. Welcome to Clock Strikes 12. We've got a great show. We will be crowning two new champions as the Princess title is vacant, and we'll be crowning our inaugural London's own champion later on in the night. Every other championship is on the line tonight, as well as a blood feud match between Megan Bayne and Ayesha Ray. A lot of stakes on the line. We've got a ladder match, a Falls Count Anywhere match, a last man standing match. The London's own match is brutal enough as it is, as well as some huge stakes as well when it comes to Ashton Smith and the King of the Lariat League title, and New Blood becoming a part of Anoa'is Global Empire. Yeah, lots of things happening, and it's all going to get resolved tonight at Clock Strikes 12. So let's not waste any more time and jump straight into the show as we open with the five-way ladder match. Leon Slater, Dan Moloney, Ricky Knight Jr., Mark Andrews, Tyler Bate. Let's go. 76. Great opening performance, love that. In About the had superb wrestling and great heat in this five-way ladder match. It is Ricky Knight Jr. who defeats Dan Moloney, Mark Andrews, Leon Slater and Tyler Bate in 28 minutes when Ricky Knight retrieved the Prince of the Lariat League title, making him our new Prince of the Lariat League. Of course, Tyler Bate was head and shoulders above the rest. It's kind of hard to compete with Tyler Bate unless you're one of our big boys. But yeah, what a match. 76. Everyone doing really well. Leon Slater, 68. Dan Moloney, 73. Mark Andrews, 72. Ricky Knight Jr., our new champion, 76. And Tyler Bate, 86. Awesome opener. Pure chaos. Love that. Yeah, I'm really happy for Ricky Knight Jr. as well. I think he deserves it. He's a bit of a crowd favourite. From you guys in the comments section. He seems to get mentioned a lot more than many of our other guys. But yeah, RKJ has got himself a singles title after, to be fair, only recently losing the tag team belt. It seems like Colby Carino has just been completely forgotten. But hey ho, he's got more gold round his waist. So congratulations, Ricky Knight Jr. And excellent performance from all of these guys, not just in this match, but in the London Zone tournament. They're all fantastic, and I'm hoping to keep all of them around for a very long time. You best believe that when we hit medium, each and every one of these are going to be signed permanently if possible. I think Tyler Bate already is, and I think Ricky Knight also already is, I think. But these three, yeah, we'll be looking to lock them down ASAP. Following on from this is even more chaos. It's Megan Bayne and Ayesha Ray in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Let's just jump straight into it. We've got hardly any angles in this. It's a very wrestling heavy show, as it should be. So let's just jump straight into the next one. Megan Bayne, Ayesha Ray. Here we go. 68. I'll take it. I think the lack of psychology probably harmed this match a little bit. But in About that had superb wrestling and good heat. A false count anywhere, mind you. Bayne gets the win by submission. Ayesha with a 70, Bayne with a 73. They've got great chemistry when facing each other. Love that. A little bit of lack of psychology, fair enough. But yeah, great match nonetheless. 68, love that. Yeah, this went all into the crowd. I'm assuming, the layout of the center court, the steps. They were up the steps. They were using anything they could find. They even managed to get into the storeroom of Wimbledon. They were hitting each other with tennis rackets, chucking balls at each other. It was crazy. At one point, Aisha Ray was speared into, or actually not spear because that's not her move, she's a big boot, let's just say, into a big roll of tennis nets. Aisha Ray's all tangled up and Bayne uses that to her advantage and chokes her out with the tennis nets, causing Aisha Ray to tap. So that is how this match ended. A bit of a on-the-fly creative from our Wimbledon centre court venue. But yeah, great match, and I'm sure that this means that Bayne has to be next in line for a championship opportunity, but we will have to wait and see what happens there. Following on from this, though, we head straight into our tag team title match, which is our Knights of the Lariat League. So New Blood, Ishii and Diamante are defending their belts against Joe Anoa'is Global Empire. Who those members are, we do not know, but he has promised us in the weeks leading up to this that it is the best in-ring talent that can be scouted. He will not be competing in this match, and he also confirmed earlier in the night on Twitter or whatever he uses that Kikuta will also not be competing. It will be Fantasma and his latest acquisition. And we're about to find out who that is in our Knights match now. Oh my goodness, it's Chaz Betts, also known as Chad Gable from WWE. It looks like he has left World Wrestling Entertainment and has joined the Lariat League Wrestling Company. And in a bout that had superb wrestling and good heat, it is Chaz Betts and El Hijo del Fantasma, aka the LLW Global Empire, who defeat and dethrone New Blood in 22 minutes when Chaz Betts pins Diamante with a grand amplitude meeting. On his debut, Chaz has become a Knight of the Lariat League alongside El Hijo del Fantasma. Looking at the performance numbers here, Chaz Betts has proved that he is one of the best in-ring by getting the best rating. Diamante with a 68, Ishii with a 69, El Hijo del Fantasma with a 73, and Chaz Betts with a 74. Debuting his legitimate athlete gimmick. Let's just take a look at that here. Very marketable, large boost of psychology, love that. There'll never be any comedy bouts, so that is all good. And yeah, got the crowd hotter. We've got new champions, guys. New Knights of the Lariat League. Chaz Betts and El Hijo del Fantasma, aka the LLW Global Empire. And that empire is about to get a little bit bigger because New Blood have accepted defeat, honoured their promise, and shake hands with Joe Anoa'is, adding to his global empire. And standing in front of us is a pretty dominant looking faction. Madoka Kikuta is a ruthless technical wrestler. Joe Anoa'is is Joe Anoa'is. El Hijo del Fantasma has been putting on clinics multiple times throughout his LLW history. New Blood came in and immediately won the tag belts, asserting their dominance. And Chaz Betts has just done something that not many people have done on their debut in LLW, and that is win a title. So yeah, they may not on face value look that threatening, but you ring that bell and you best believe that this is a one dominant group, or should I say empire. And it looks like Joe Anoa'is isn't finished adding. He says that it will continue to grow. An empire isn't just 5 or 10. An empire is many. So could we be seeing a new like NWO-esque, super faction? Who knows? But I think as long as Joe Anoa'is is at the helm, you'd be silly to say no if he offers you an invitation. But yeah, a 92 rated segment. You know, the culmination, I'd say the official debut of the LLW Global Empire is here, and they've already got Lariat League gold around their waist. Amazing. And also very excited to bring in Chaz. I am over the moon that we managed to get him in, and a really good cost. WWE didn't want to renegotiate, so he was just free for me to pick up. Can't complain. Very excited to see what else he can do. But yeah, after all of that drama, we're heading back to the ring. We've got another title match. Of course we do. The remaining matches are all title matches. It is our queen of the Lariat League match, Rina Yamashita, looking to defend her title against recent #1 contender Steph De Lander. So let's dive straight into that now. And of course, in About that had superb wrestling because Rina Yamashita is in it, and good heat. She gets the win. She defeats Steph De Lander, who puts up a very valiant effort. But let's be honest, the difference between these two women is quite large. Rina Yamashita gets the win in 17:46 with the splash mounting, making defense number 5 of the Queen of the Lariat League title and really making that title her own. She's looking unstoppable. You know, we've thrown LLW's best at her, and you know, she still holds the belt. Is there anyone that can defeat Rina Yamashita? So she stands atop the mountain of women's wrestlers. Bayne, of course, looking up, hoping that she can get an opportunity soon, and other people, I assume, are aiming for that accolade. But she's on the top rope. She's celebrating with Wimbledon Centre Court when we hear music we haven't heard before. We hear shrieks, we hear cries, we hear overwhelming cheers through the Centre Court crowd as the camera pans across, and we see the debut of Sera Knight Jr. You know, a little nod to Rookie Knight Jr. because Sera Knight is, of course, her mother's name. So she is taking on the Junior moniker, similar to how Rookie has. And she makes her debut to challenge Rina Yamashita for her Queen of the Lariat League title. And, you know, that's a big, big acquisition. This is Sera Knight, probably one of the biggest female wrestlers to ever come out of the United Kingdom, out of England. And she is back in London to stake her claim to become Lariat League in wrestling, Lariat League in London's women's champion. And shortly after this, the crowd pops again because out comes Joe Anoa'is, who stands beside Sera Knight, lifting her arm the same way that he lifted El Hijo del Fantasmas last week, which I assume signals that Sera Knight has been brought to LLW by Joe Anoa'is and is another signing to Anoa'is Global Empire. Things just got interesting, guys. Let's just recap the gimmick. Sera Knight Jr. is the Rebel gimmick. Went over as great, awesome. Large boost to charisma, love that. And receive a bonus when booked to look dominant. Awesome. Let's just hope her in-ring skills in 2025 are okay. I've looked at her stats and they're still pretty good. So yeah, fingers crossed. But yes, Sera Knight Jr. is in LLW. Will Rookie Knight Jr. have anything to say about this? Because remember, they are related. I think Rookie is her nephew. Because I think it's her brother's son. I think. Might be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, huge pop here. Rina, you know, could be her biggest challenge yet. Or could just be another, you know, quote-unquote legend that's just going to get thrown to the side. But awesome. This now leads us to what I would say are our co-main events. We've got Cara Noir and Pac in our London's Own, the finalists of our London's Own tournament. And then in our main event, our proper main event, let's be honest, is the last man standing King of the Lariat League match. But we are turning our attention to that London's Own match. So just to recap the rules for everybody in our London's Own matches, they are 20-minute Iron Man matches that have no disqualification and no count out. Pinfalls and submissions can only be in the ring, and the winner of the match is the person that has the most pinfalls or submissions with that 20-minute time limit. So the following match is a London's Own match for the London's Own Championship. Pac and Cara Noir have come a long way in this tournament. Pac has defeated Dan Moloney, Tyler Bate, and Derice to get to the final, where Cara Noir has defeated Rina Knight Jr, who is our new Prince Lariat League, Mark Andrews and Madoka Kakuta to get to the final. So they've both had some real fierce opposition during this tournament, and it has taken them to the final. Pac, Cara Noir, who's your money on? Let me know. Let's find out. Oh, 78? Oh, that's not good. Do you know what? I was genuinely hoping this would be like a 85 plus rated match. That's a little bit shit. But either way, 78 is awesome, let's be honest. Still superb wrestling. I think it was because of this injury and a great heat. Pac is our first, our inaugural London's Own champion. And he defeats Cara Noir with 2 falls to 1. So it looks like the strained bicep must have impacted Cara Noir later on in the match. Let's just take a look at down here. I'm assuming it impacted, disrupted by injury, which sucks. I feel like this could have easily got 85 plus, but hey ho. The London's Own match is a grueling match. They've been through a grueling last month, so you know, hats off to them. But yeah, Pac is our first London's Own champion. In all honesty, I can't see anyone taking that away from him for a very, very long time. He did have to be a former king of the Lariat League to get in this position, so Cara Noir was not going to get in his way. Congratulations, Pac. You deserve it. But this does take us to our main event, and one that I'm very excited for. Can they top their London's Calling match? I don't know, but we will have to find out. It's Drew Galloway, our king of the Lariat League, taking on Ashton Smith, our former king of the Lariat League and longest reigning champion of all time by a very long time. If Ashton Smith loses this match, he will be unable to compete for the King of the Lariat League title so long as Drew Galloway is our champion. That includes Prince's rules. So should Ashton Smith become Prince champion, he cannot use the Prince's clause to challenge Drew Galloway. And to add on top of all of this, it's a bloody last man standing match. So one of these men will be the only one standing when the clock strikes 12. Let's not waste any more time. Let's take a look at our final main event of the calendar year. Drew Galloway versus Ashton Smith. Okay, thanks, Toyota. An 85, I'll take that. An 85, thank you. What a main event. And in a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat, it was Drew Galloway that defeats Ashton Smith in the last man standing match in just over 22 minutes, when Ashton Smith could not beat the 10 count after not just one Claymore kick, not just 2 Claymore kicks, but 3 Claymore kicks, the final one being to the back of Ashton Smith's head. This is defense number 1 of Drew Galloway's King of the Lariat League title, and my goodness, does he look unbeatable. A 92 rated performance. Ashton Smith with a 70, which some of you may be like, oh, 70 is not very good. But Ashton Smith is someone that has been here since day 1, and honestly was not who I didn't envision him to be the star that he is. But my goodness, I've fallen in love with this man. And I hope one day he recognises how much I love him. But either way, an 85 rated main event. Drew Galloway wins a very hard fought match. He lifts his King of the Lariat League title above his head, celebrating with the Wimbledon Centre Court. And that is how we not only end the show, but we end the year with Lariat League Wrestling. Fireworks are going off because dong, the clock has striked 12, and that is the end of our show. Let's see how we did. An 83, nice one, I'll take it. I mean, obviously I'll take it. I'm really hoping that this is the event that kind of sets us over the edge to get us to medium, because I know that I think we're like 1 or 2 points off. And because of the bump in popularity in the last episode, that makes me think our popularity went up by 1, which means it only needs to go up by 1 more. But I feel like that's too soon for it to go up by 1 more. Do you know what I mean? Either way, fingers crossed, because what a way to end the year that would be. That would just be mwah, perfect timing. But yeah, that is our Clock Strikes 12 show. New champion in Rina Knight Jr. Very happy for him. Bayne gets the 1-up on Iisha. Is this feud over? Who knows? But Bayne definitely has one eye on Rina's title. Oh, but so does someone else. We'll get to that in a moment. The LLW Global Empire. Who could forget that? The debut of Chaz and the Global Empire as well, I guess. Defeating New Blood and adding already to their roster. I think they've got, what, 6 or 7 people now already? It's crazy. I mean, Joe's inclusion doesn't end here, because after Reena takes care of Steph De Lander, Sera Knight Jr. debuts to challenge Reena, and we assume has joined Anoa'is Global Empire. And if that wasn't exciting enough, Pac is our new London's own champion, defeating Cara Noir in a hard-fought, brutal match, which ended with an injury from Cara Noir. And then to top the night off with our clear match of the night, Drew Galloway defeating Ashton Smith in a last man standing match to retain his King of the Lariat League title. And this does mean that Ashton Smith can no longer challenge for that title so long as Drew Galloway is in possession of it. So let's just do our speech. I don't know who to do it through. I think Rina Knight Jr. So new champions we give it to. So let's go give him a hug. Let's give Pac a hug. And I mean, Drew did get the best result of the night, but we usually save a spot for debuts. So I think Chaz, he did the best of his match, so we'll compliment on a great performance. So there we go. So new Prince's champion, London's own champion, and Knights of the Lariat League champion. Awesome. Well, I'm going to cut it here. We'll jump back to the office. We'll do the usual thing we do. We'll take a look at our everything. And someone in the comments ages ago requested that we see how the other companies are doing. I'm going to save that for the next episode. So the next episode will be, January 1st. We'll take a look at ourselves, but we'll also jump to AEW, WWE, New Japan, see what they're doing, because there's one person in WWE that I tried to sign, and then I saw how much he's going for, and yeah, I'll show you that in the next one. But yeah, let's jump back to the office and see how we're doing and how we round off 2025. I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, we are here. Happy New Year, everyone. It's 2026 in LLW, and we're just going to quickly wrap up how we did for the month. We're not going to look at any end of year awards in this episode. I'm going to save that for the next one. We'll look at the end of year awards. We're going to look at all of the big promotions, and we're also going to take a look at ourselves, as we are literally, I'd say, 2 or 3 shows away from medium. I hope we are. But yeah, first things first, let's just quickly take a look at our titles. Drew Galloway, King of the Lariat League. New Knights of the Lariat League, Chaz and El Hijo del Fantasma. Our London's own champion is now Pac. Love that. New Prince Lariat League champion, Rina Knight Jr. And still Queen of the Lariat League champion, Rina Yamashita. Taking a look at our creative, because we don't have any new secret signings, so don't have to worry about that. Joe and Drew are at the top. Manoka Kakuta is our next big thing. Kakuta, Shun Skywalker, Mesa, Zia Brookside, and Becca are our hot prospects. Talk the Talk is right here. Bobby Guns, go on, my boy. Showstoppers are up here. Sera Knight's a showstopper. Okay. Ring Generals, yep, Bobby Guns again. Something's happened to it with that boy. Shun Skywalker, yeah, he's great, but he's never available. Who's hot? Tyler Bate, Bobby Guns, nice. Drew Galloway, Aisha, Ashton Smith. Who's not? No one. That is what we want to see. And any hidden gems that we would be interested in? No. Cool. So now to look at our finances, we made 200,000 last month. We're making more and more money each month. We're still part of the global consortium, which we're going to stick with still for a little bit longer. I think once we get to medium, we're going to do a bunch of, exclusive signings. But I still want to stay in the consortium just to see how much those signings impact how much money we make. Because obviously that's more money spending, not necessarily more money coming in. Because when we hit medium, a few TV deals, like broadcast revenue, might be quite nice. Because at the moment it's YouTube and YouTube alone. And then just looking at our size, we are 58. We are one popularity point away from hitting medium. So after our next episode, which is just a year in review, look at the other companies, I think our next show will push us over the edge, which I'm very, very excited about. And then for a fact that the episode after that is just going to be a who can we hire, who can we sign exclusively kind of show. So yeah, that's very, very exciting. But I think that's everything we need to look at now. One thing I am going to quickly do though, as I always do, is we're just going to go to money, see if there's anyone we can maybe try and buy out. So they're still in the negative. We can't buy any of these guys. They're not in the negative. Should we try if we can take over? They rejected it as well because it's not that bad. Okay, maybe we should look halfway through the month when it's a lot lower. Yeah, Die Hard as a Christmas movie. That's what they've named their show. Love that. Awesome. Milk is for Babies. Hits from the Gong. Let's go. Wow. All right, cool. Well, back to the office. Let's just leave it on our previous show, Clock Strikes 12, our second best show of the series. There you are. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Next episode, we will take a look at all the other companies, see what they're doing, who they've got, who their champions are, etc. And we'll also look at the 2025 Best of awards. So, Wrestler of the Year, Company of the Year. Can we be Most Improved Company of the Year yet again? Who knows? But with that, guys, thank you very much. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see each and every one of you in the next one.